I mentioned this a few days ago, that I wanted to talk about Challenge Battle, and, well, today's the day to talk about Challenge Battle. Alright, so where do I even begin? Actually, the best way to begin is, like, when you first unlock the feature. When you enter there, and it actually plays, like, a cutscene, not just like, oh, here's just text. Because I think that's what Time Attack does. Actually, yeah, that's literally what Time Attack does, which I understand why, Time Attack couldn't do that, because, I mean, the only voice actor they could get back was, like, Adam Hoden, and, like, well, no, that's not true, because obviously everyone who's in Future Connected, that's the people they could get back, but, Ryan's voice actor you couldn't get back. I'm sure he's off doing something else, and also, characters sound different, so it'd be kind of weird for, like, that one cutscene that they sound really different, because at least for Future Connected, you could say, oh, it's a year on. But, that's not really important. I don't want to talk about Time Attack in this. I already did. Anyways, the fact that you get there, and it plays a new cutscene, and everyone's like, whoa, where are we? What is this place? And like, alright, fine, whatever. But then, just a few seconds later, Shulk and Fiora pop up, and oh my god. When I first got there, like, I never knew that Shulk and Fiora were in Xenoblade 2 because, I don't know, I just never found out. But, like, my order for playing the games is so weird that I feel like I should have known about this. Because, I played Xenoblade 2 first, loved the game, went to the Definitive Edition, played that, then did Future Connected, then went back to 2 to do all the DLC stuff. Never knew, YouTube didn't recommend me anything, never saw anything, which is just, thank God. I literally screamed when I found out about that, and it was such a cool moment. And it's so cool. It's like, oh, yeah, let's work together. And like the handshake that they have, that Rex and Shulk have at the end, like, oh, that's so good. Also funny that, like, in like a Pyra Mythra Smash trailer, that like Shulk references that moment, like, oh, good to see you two again from Challenge Battle, even though it's not canon. And you think, oh, you just get Shulk and Fiora, alright, that's fine. No. The game even gives you Elma from Xenoblade X, which I didn't really have that big of a pop-off. I'm like, oh, I've seen you before. You're from Xenoblade X, so I saw, like, art of her beforehand. So, like, it was still cool. I didn't, like, scream as I did with, Shulk and Fiora, because I played, that Xenoblade 1. Xenoblade X, like, haha. That'd be cool if you came to Switch. Like, I mean, Xenoblade 3's coming out soon, but, like, maybe a year from now? Actually, a year after that, because, the DLC's gonna be come out next year as well, so, like, the prior year, maybe the year after that, yeah, that'd be cool, Xenoblade X, yeah, haha, okay, yeah, it's really cool that, like, they are, like, insanely strong. I mean, it makes sense, because, like, Elma has, like, the whole overdrive mechanic from her game, which, that's really cool, and then Fiora's literally just, like, the second best blade in the game, because, like, her whole critical skill is so stupid. Yeah, just let me give everyone in the party just a base 40 crit rate, including myself. Yeah, okay. That's fun. And then Shulk is just, also really good. And I also just, like, the vision, like, he, like, has that as, like, an ability, like, you literally change the future and it's like a button press. I like that. As also a side note, I kind of wish Foresight worked like that, because, like, in the cutscene introduced, it's, like, vision, basically. And so I kind of wish that, like, it worked like that, but, I mean, it's whatever, fine. It would have been really cool, but that's not important. This is about Challenge Battle. I've only really gushed about just, like, the intro, even though Elma's kind of really not. You do that basically in post-game, because that's a hard battle to do. And also you need, like, the entire party. Like, you need to have every party member to even do it. Now, just to get into, like, the nitty-gritty of Challenge Battle, it just is really good. Like, I've already said about it in, like, a Time Attack video, but, like, the fact that the different, like, difficulty options, which, already in the game, it's just, like, oh, this is your time for the easy mode. This is your time for normal. This is your time for Bringer of Chaos. This is your time for custom, which custom is, oh, I love custom difficulty. It basically comes with Challenge Battle as, like, a bonus, so I guess I can kind of gush about it, but just, oh, custom difficulty is so good. I really hope it comes back in Xenoblade 3. Like, that is just so cool. Just, I want the enemy to have dummy attack, but negative HP, and I want my party gauge gain to be absolutely insane, but I want it to, like, heal barely anything. It's just like, oh, it's just so good. Also, just some of the challenge battles themselves are insanely cool. Like the first few ones, you could say, alright, they're basic, whatever, you know, fighting just enemies in Gormont. But then there's like, think of the soldiers, that's like a pretty cool early one where you just fight a bunch of Ardanian soldiers and all their technology, which, that's cool. Xenoblade 1's time attack is nothing like that. What's another good, like, early one? Well, I might say early game, but I mean more like early level, because challenge battles more of a post-gamey thing / end-game thing to do. Especially post-game, because, like, you get, or New Game Plus, because you get, the third accessory slot, and it's easier to grind for, like, Poppy parts, because, like, you're gonna need Poppy in, like, a bunch of these battles, but whatever. Like, early level one is, like, the Tora one, like, I think it's called, like, Heropon IRL, which is, you play as Tora, which is, you know, so cool, but the cooler one is, like, this year's Heropon, where you literally fight all the Nopon in Xenoblade 2, and then you get to fight Ricky and Tatsu, which Xenoblade X fans, haha, that's like the Nopon guy. Everybody likes Tatsu from Xenoblade X. He's like everyone's favorite character. And then after that, you fight for the final like boss, I guess of it, is Monopon. And you know, if you know anything, Monopon is basically who runs the Twitter account for Xenoblade. And that's just insanely funny that like Monopon's the final boss. So, like, that's so cool. That is just they have that. Just that one challenge battle alone is just super cool. But like, there's still so many cooler ones. There's like the Malice and Jin rematch that you can do, which is also really cool. It's just basically the same fight again, but it's like they're higher level and it's harder, which is, you know, it's cool. And plus that's just a cool fight in the story. Just one of my favorite fights just in the series. There's also like kind of a weird gimmicky one, where like the enemies like it starts at level 60, but like the longer you take, it goes up higher in level, which is a really weird one. I mean, I did it pretty fast. I think the highest level I got it to was, or like the slowest technically was like I think 80, but like I usually do it pretty fast. So I mean that's not really whatever. Whatever. That's still a cool gimmick one. There's also like the swimsuit one that forces you to use that, like where the ground's all poisonous, and for some reason the swimsuit alts give you you don't take like very little terrain damage, which also challenge battle as like rewards gives you like, you know, costumes, which is basically what time attack does. But like, oh, some of these outfits are so good. I love obviously, you know, Pro Swimmer Pyra and Radiant Beach Mythra. Those are my favorites, and also like the reverse swaps, Pyra style Mythra and Mythra style Pyra. There's also like Gormati Disguise Pyra, which is also really good. And then like the Rex outfits, I really like the colors. I do really wish there was like a Master Driver alt for Rex. At least one, maybe like, or maybe two, like there's a red themed one and a yellow themed one, like for Pyra and Mythra. That'd be nice, because like the green one's supposed to match with Numa, so why not give them two that match with you know, Pyra and Mythra. Nia's sundress alt is really good. I also like the Blood Witch, I think that's the name of the alt. That's really nice. Oh, and special what's it? I can't remember the name, but the Morag one where she like basically matches a Nile is also really good. Zeke's swimsuit alt is really funny because he's basically just wearing a tie, and that's just really funny. Like basically going on a date with like Pandoria or something. Tora's swimsuit is just, yeah, it's something alright, where he has like the snorkel and the Pyra shirt with all like the hearts around it, which is really funny. Poppy's swimsuit alt is also just adorable, where she just like has a giant rubber ducky. And also, speaking of Poppy, she has a Melia, or QT has a Melia themed alt, which is, yep, that I like Melia, so I already really like that one. Oh my god, there's so much, just all the alts are, oh yeah, and even like Blade Nia gets her own like a costume as well, which it's kind of find it funny that she has more costumes compared to Rex, which is okay. That's cool. Thanks Monolith. Also, like I think it's Bellflower Nia, like that effect on the Aux Core is really good. Which, as well as a side note, I kind of wish the costumes weren't like equipables that you had to equip. I kind of wish it was like definitive edition where you could just choose what alt you want. But you know, maybe in the future we get Xenoblade 2 definitive edition, they'll have that as a feature. Which, man, 10 years from now, Xenoblade 2 definitive edition, that'd be kind of cool. I feel like by then Xenoblade will be a lot bigger, and hopefully more people will try out Xenoblade 2, because, you know, Xenoblade 2 is my favorite game of all time. Maybe Xenoblade 3 will surpass it, but maybe not. I feel like there's a chance it could, but there's also a chance it could not, but that's not important. This is about challenge battle. went off a side rant. Another cool, I guess, challenge battle is obviously the one where you get to play as Jin for like invading like the Titan battleship. That one's a really cool one, and like you have his OPR. It's like a empty mode. Actually, no, do you get empty mode? No, I'm trying to think. I can't remember right now. But just that one's really cool. And I guess like they're not like insanely special like this year's Heropon and the one where you get to play as Jin. I forgot the name. But like there's the ones that you have to play to like get Shulkin, Fiora, and Elma into All Rest. Where Elma's I know it's just literally just to do her fight, but it's a lot harder. And Shulkin Fiora's is Dino Drama, which, I mean, I just feel like I really like Dino Drama. It's not like insane like the other ones. I just feel like it's like kind of hard, but kind of easy. It's a good like base one to get you into learning the combat, like a challenge battle. And also it plays Still Move Forward for the entirety of it, so I already really like that one a lot. Like sometimes, like I would play Xenoblade 2, I'll just go there, do that one like a few times just for fun, because like it's just fun to do. I love that one. It's not like insanely hard, but it's not like, oh, yeah, dummy easy. You hear me? You feel me? I feel like that makes sense. Also, there's like, other special ones where you have to fight like the unique monster in like the base game of Xenoblade 2, and then like they basically come back for a rematch in challenge battle. There's like a Cloud-Sea King Ken that comes back for his rematch where he's like a lot higher level, and that one is a pretty hard challenge battle. Like you have to be smart and like you basically get like a dark orb on him so he doesn't like summon stuff. Just the fact that like these are really hard and you have to like optimize, and Xenoblade 2 combat's already so fun, and like it is challenging. Even like base game, like a lot of the unique monsters are like really hard, but if like you know what you're doing and have like the proper setup, it's just super good. Which is just Xenoblade 2's combat is just so much fun, because like I can have, even if like actually, well, if we're doing Bringer of Chaos and like hardest challenge battle, then you're gonna have to use like a certain amount of blades. But I feel like just on normal and doing like probably 90% of the challenge battle, you can do any blades you want as long as you have the correct setup for it, and like the correct equipment, and like their like skill trees like filled out, and like your skill trees filled out. Then you can go at hand. Like you can have a team of, alright, I want Zeke to have like Pandoria, Cassandra, and like Cressidus, and Nia's gonna have Dromark, Crosset, and let's say Fiora, and then I'm gonna have Rex there with Pyra, Mythra, Praxis, and why not let's say Veil, and that team will work for you as long as you're optimized. Unless you're doing like the insanely hard ones, then I feel like you're probably gonna need Tora, which and by Tora I mean Poppy, Cutie Pie, because oh my god, she's insane. The amount of damage, like I feel like she's kind of required for like some of the later game ones. Same with like Corvin, because Corvin's like Corvin's just good. Same with like Fiora. Same with all these blades. All these blades are just really good, and just challenge battles just gives those blades the chance to shine. The more than like something like Time Attack can do, because like there's very few time attacks compared to challenge battles, and also just how unique challenge battle is. I know I'm just repeating myself, but just if you like have played Xenoblade 2 and like you want something to do to 3, just like first off buy the expanded patch of Xenoblade 2. You have Torna to go play, and if you already played Torna, play the challenge battle. At least you don't have to do like all the hard ones, because like, I haven't done all the hard ones yet, because like they're hard and I have to like think of like a good strategy. I don't want to look up like, all right, and now how did you do this? What was your setup? What were your plays? Who were you playing as? I want to figure it out myself. I want to, do this legit. I mean, technically I still have to do it legit, even though I have like a Nell setup. I feel like I would, be good at the game and play. I feel like, the reason I kind of lose a lot with challenge battle is because I'm playing as Rex and I just want to stay on Pyra and Mythra and just not switch off, because, the Rex, Pyra, Mythra brain rot is too strong with me. So I guess that's a flaw of mine, but, hopefully I'll get over it. And by hopefully, no, I'm never going to get over it. I guess for just Xenoblade 3, since challenge battle is coming back, the only things I really can hope for is that it's just basically Xenoblade 2's again. Like, that's all. Just add more unique things. Like, maybe, what if for a hypothetical challenge battle, it's like the Rotbart Invitational or something, and you have like Xenoblade 1's Rotbart versus Xenoblade 2's Rotbart, and you're in the middle of it or something. And like, you can throw in like Immovable Gonzalez, and like I don't know something. Or actually, good idea. I like this idea. I just thought of this. You take Xenoblade. What was Xenoblade 1's super boss? Avalog Abyssi, I think that's the name for Xenoblade 1's hardest super boss, and Xenoblade 2's, I forgot the name, but it's in Temperantia, and you just basically have to fight them both at the same time, because since 1 and 2's worlds are fused, why not do dumb things like that? And speaking of, since the worlds are fused, why not have like I hope they do like another this year's Hero Pawn again, because that's just fun fighting all the Napon. Maybe as like a fun thing they could do like the Xenoblade character pro tag invitational, where you have to fight all the pro tags. Like you have to fight Shulk, and you have to fight like Rex as well, and like Elma, or I think I guess Elma's not really the protagonist for Xenoblade X. I know that. I've seen like very bits and pieces of the beginning of Xenoblade X and like one Tatsu cutscene, so that's my experience with that. But I just want them to do more like dumb unique things, like even more unique things, like maybe like kind of like the Jin one in the Xenoblade 2, like do one like that where you have to play as the villain for a part. Also like just more things like that. That's all I really can ask for. I already know it's gonna be. I'm gonna like put so many hours into challenge battle like I've done with 2, so I already know I'm gonna like it. And judging by the fact that the sword, there's like the Monado and Aegis sword, there's a very highly likely chance that Shulk, and if Rex, Pyra, and Mythra aren't in the story, then they'll be there. Maybe, probably. I mean, very likely, because that is the Aegis sword, so very highly chance they're gonna be there. So at least we'll get to see them there.